What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with my preseason SEC top 5 rankings. I do this video every week during the season. It changed from week to week according to how the teams perform, but this time it's just the preseason, so it'll be this way until week 1. If every team on my top 5 win in week 1, it'll stay this way, unless one of these teams win in a dominant fashion. All right, so whoever I got number 1, they win in a dominant fashion, they'll stay number 1. Okay, if I got a team that's ranked number 4 and they win in a more dominant fashion than the number 2 ranked team, they might move up. Who knows? Maybe. All right, and these top 5 teams, I think, has a very good chance at making it to the playoffs in 2025. And I'm basing my top 5 on how they performed last year, wins and losses, who's returning from those teams, coaching staff. That's about it. How many changes did they have on the coaching staff? And I always go from 5 to 1. Okay, so if your team ain't on the list, don't worry about it. They can play. They can play into the list. And if your team is on the list, they can easily be removed. So that's all I'm saying. Especially if they lose. All right. If one of these top 5 teams lose in week 3 and that's their first game, that possibly they won't be put out as according to who they lose to. That's all I'm saying. But coming in at number 5, we got the LSU Tigers. I firmly think LSU has a chance to make it to the playoff. I've been saying it, if they fix that defense, if they just have an average defense, I think they will be in the playoff. All right. Last season, it was up and down. They could have won more games than they did last season if their defense was up to par. That's all I'm saying. I think last year LSU went 9-4. Matter of fact, they did. They went 9-4. And I think those losses was due to the defense. Now they are bringing back several pieces. They bringing back Aaron Anderson, wide receiver. They bringing back Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback. They bringing back Caden Durham, running back. Caden Durham is a hell of a running back. He was a freshman last year, and I think he ran for over 700 yards, 5 or 6 touchdowns. He was averaging like 5.5 yards a carry as a true freshman, so I expect him to be better this season. On defense, they bringing back Harold Perkins Jr. They bring back Whit Weeks. Who else they bringing back? Also, Whit Weeks' brother Wes Weeks is coming back. So they got some players on defense coming back. Also, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 guys that's projected to start out of the transfer portal, on defense. So we'll see how they work out. Did they get the pieces that they need? Will these transfer pieces work out? Okay, but if it don't, trust me, LSU will not be in my top 5. I'm going to tell you right now, they won't be in the top 5 if they come out. I think they opened up against Clemson. If they lose against Clemson and Clemson just blow them out the water, yeah, they won't be in the top 5. And most likely they won't be able to make it back into the top 5 because LSU got Alabama on the schedule, Texas A&M, like I said, Clemson. So yeah, man, they probably have it pretty rough, but they can still make the playoff. Garrett Nussmeier, hell of a quarterback. I believe they got the same coaching staff. I think the only person they lost off the coaching staff was Bo Davis, defensive line coach. So, but as I said, I think this LSU team can make it to the playoff if they fix that defense. Because the offense can put up points. So coming in at number 5 is the LSU Tigers. All right, coming in at number 4, the Tennessee Volunteers. I know Tennessee been getting a little disrespected this offseason, especially since Nico left. I think the coaches poll, they down, like 15, 17 or something like that. I wish I'd had the coaches poll all read up, but I don't. but they not too high on that coaches poll. I think they outside the top 10 for sure. So Tennessee, man, I think they're gonna have a pretty good defense this year, which the defense was outstanding last season. I mean, so I'm trying to get this coaches poll to talk about Tennessee, but anyway, it was they defense was outstanding last year. Matter of fact, Tennessee all the way down to 18 on the coaches poll. So as I said, they getting disrespected. But I got them in my top 5. And I think quarterback Joey Aguilar, I think he's going to be a good fit for Tennessee. Also, players that Tennessee is bringing back on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver Mike Matthews, Chris Brazzell. Who else they bringing back? Miles Kesselman, tight end. So they got some pieces coming back on the offensive side of the ball. Running back Deshaun Bishop. I think he might be a star in the making. These last 2 years, Tennessee's running game has been pretty dang on good. Last year it was awesome with that running back Dylan Sampson. So Tennessee's offense, I think, is still going to be able to put up points, even though Nico is not there. Matter of fact, I think this offense will be better without Nico. Also, Squirrel White is not there anyway, and he wasn't too dependable. So I think this offense will be much better without Nico. I probably said freaking defense a while ago, but anyway, this offense is going to be much better without Nico, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I think Joey Aguilar can manage to throw 180 yards a game, 200 yards a game. I mean, that's what Nico was doing. I don't think the quarterback position got any worse when Nico left. That's just my opinion. Anyway, defensive side of the ball, they got Javon McCoy coming back. They got Boo Carter back. So, yeah, man. So, they got Jeremiah Talender back, linebacker. So, yeah, they got also this defense. Every starter has been in the system. They got no transfers or no true freshmen that will be starting on this defense. So these players, they should know what to do and they should know what to expect. All right. So as far as the coaching staff, I think basically the whole coaching staff coming back. So that's why I got Tennessee in the top 5 at number 4. So I think Tennessee going to be all right. I just think they getting a little bit disrespected just because Nico left. That's what I think, because Tennessee was getting praised before Nico left, and then after the transfer and all of that, what went on, they started looking at Tennessee sideways. I'll just say that. Plus, Tennessee got one of the best offensive coaches in the game, so that's why I got Tennessee at number 4. And at number 3 on my top 5 preseason SEC rankings, number 3 is my Alabama Crimson Tide. And people might, I forgot, Tennessee went 9-3 last season. LSU went 9-4, Tennessee 9-3, and my Alabama Crimson Tide went 9-4 last season. And I know the teams that we lost to. I know that. Okay? But we also had some great wins over Georgia, over LSU. We had some top 10 wins. I'll just say that. Top 25 wins. All right. So, but the losses can't compare with the wins. I'll just say that. Losing to a bad Oklahoma team, losing to a bad losing to Vanderbilt, a bad Michigan team. Tennessee, not so much. Tennessee was a playoff team, so you definitely can't say losing to Tennessee was bad. I'm just not when they in the playoff. But anyway, number 3, Alabama. Alabama got several players coming back, several starters coming back. But just like Tennessee, Alabama got a new a first-year starting quarterback. I'll just say that. But our quarterback got a lot of great players around him. All right, we know the quarterback going to be Ty Simpson. We know that. But if he happened to lose the job to Keelan Russell or Austin Mack, Those two guys, they'll have great players around them. All right, we bringing back basically the whole wide receiver core that got meaningful playing time last season. So anyway, you bringing back Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard. All right, the two most important wide receivers from last season. Because guess what? No other wide receiver from last season had 200 yards receiving. None other than Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard, and we got them back. All right, we got Jam Miller back. All right, we got the majority of the offensive line coming back. Majority of the defensive line. All right, I know we lost Jahad Campbell at linebacker, but we got Justin Jefferson and Deontay Lawson. All right, Deontay Lawson was a starter last season until he got hurt, and he's going to be the anchor of the defense. Who else we got coming back? Both corners coming back. Demonte Jackson and Xavier Brown. We got some young guys. Well, we got some starters coming back in this and at safeties too with Keon Sabb and Brayson Hubbard, who took over for Keon Sabb when he went out with injury. So we got so many pieces coming back on this team. So many pieces. All right. I expect Alabama to rise in the rankings from number 3. Okay. Coaching staff is intact. Only difference is we brought in Ryan Grove to be the offensive coordinator and moved Nick Sheridan to tight end coach, which is his specialty. Okay, that's the only issue we had with the changes we had with the coaching staff. And I think our coaching staff is in a better position by bringing in Ryan Grove. So with that being said, my Alabama Crimson Tide comes in at number 3 on my SEC Top 5, preseason SEC Top 5. And at number 2, the Texas Longhorns. And I know Texas fan, how you don't have Texas at number 1? I will tell you. Anyway, Texas went 13-3 last season, man. Matter of fact, they had the best record of the top 5 teams that's in my preseason top 5. All right, Texas, they got some players coming back too. Now, even though they lost a lot of players, they got players coming back. Ryan Wingo at wide receiver. They got Deontay Moore at wide receiver coming back. They got who else they got coming back? Running back, Quintravion Wisner Jr. That guy was he ran over 1,000 yards last season. Just so y'all know, he was a 1,000-yard rusher last season. And they got C.J. Baxter coming back. I think C.J. Baxter ran for about 700 yards. Matter of fact, I had it wrote down, but C.J. Baxter ran for over 650 yards last season. 5 touchdowns. Matter of fact, he had damn near 5 yards of carry. Just like Weissner. So they might have a hell of a run game this season. Plus, they got the ultra hyped up Arch Manning at quarterback. So I think he'll be a star. But I just want to see if Arch Manning is going to be this Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. I think he'll put up big numbers. I think he'll be a Heisman Trophy contender. So, but just like Alabama and Tennessee, Arch Manning is a first-year starting quarterback. So we'll see how he performs. Because I always say being a backup is very different from being a starter. Even though in his backup role last season, he threw for almost 1,000 yards. Just saying. So I think he had 9 touchdown passes. Just putting it out there. But anyway, also, defensively, they bringing back Ethan Burke. Yeah, Malik Muhammad. Yeah, Trey Moore. So they got some players coming back, man. I know we talked about how many players. Well, I like to talk about how many players these teams lose, but each team I talk about losing players, they got players coming back. So, Texas, they had a damn good defense last season too. Now we'll see if that defense can live up to the billing from last season. I know Texas fans saying they got the number 1 defense in the country. I don't know by what metric they getting this from, but They possibly could be. So coaching staff is intact. You know what I'm saying? So Texas is sitting pretty good right now. Pretty damn good. So that's for those reasons, I got Texas at number 2 on my preseason SEC top 5. 13-3. Last season only lost to one SEC team, and then they went farther than any SEC team that made it to the playoff, which was Texas and Georgia. And that brings me to number 1. And number 1 on my preseason SEC top 5 is those Georgia Bulldogs. And I'm going to give you the reason why. Georgia went 11-3 last season, won the SEC. So how can I not put the defending SEC champions at number 1? How can I not? That's just me. They proved to be the best team in the SEC last year. And to my knowledge, they ain't played another SEC team yet since winning that SEC championship and lost to them. So if they was the best then in the SEC, why wouldn't they be the best now? Ain't nobody in the SEC beat them since they won that SEC championship. That's why I got them at number 1. Coaching staff is intact. Only thing is Will Muschamp is not there no more, and he wasn't nothing but an analyst anyway. Okay? Those Georgia Bulldogs, who they got coming back? Dylan Bell. Who else they got? Nate Frazier. Come on, man. Oscar Delp. This just on the offensive side of the ball. Who else? And they brought in 2 highly rated transfers, wide receiver, Noah Thomas and Zachariah Branch. Noah Thomas from Texas A&M, Zachariah Branch from USC. So they was highly rated receivers at their respective programs last year. On the defensive side of the ball, you bringing back Dylan Everett, KJ Bolden. These are both defensive back. Dylan Everett, KJ Bolden, CJ Allen, linebacker. It's a couple of more they bringing back. Christian Miller, also defensive tackle. So they bringing back some pieces on offense and defense. Also on offense, you bringing back Lawson Lucky. You bringing back London Humphreys and Kobe Young. Both of them wide receivers. Both of them wide receivers. London Humphreys and Kobe Young. So yeah. You got guys, man. They bringing back some guys that I sit up here and talk about all the people they lost, everybody they replacing on the transfer portal. That's along with, replacing on the offensive line. That's along with Texas. I think Texas replacing 4 offensive linemen, Georgia replacing 3 or 4. So yeah, but also they got guys coming back. All right, and another reason why I didn't place Texas over Georgia is because Georgia beat Texas twice last season. So I can't put them over Georgia. All right. Also, another reason why I didn't put Texas over Georgia is because last season, every SEC team that Texas played and beat had at least 5 losses. In the one SEC team that didn't have at least 5 losses, they lost to both times, which was the Georgia Bulldogs. That's why I didn't put Texas over Georgia. That's why. So, hey, it is what it is. And that's my top 5 SEC rankings. All right. Coming into the 2025 season, or should I say preseason top 5 SEC rankings. At number 5, LSU. At number 4, Tennessee. At number 3, Alabama. At number 2, Texas. And at number 1, UGA, the University of Georgia. Those Bulldogs are my top team heading into the SEC season. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it. My top 5 rankings. If you don't like it, you think a team should be somewhere else on the list, let me know. I know I'll probably hear it from these Texas fans, but it's all right. It's all right. You can't lose to the same team twice. And that team is the defending SEC champion and expect me to put your team over them. I can't do that. All right. But anyway, I got an honorable mention, and that's South Carolina. I couldn't put South Carolina in my top 5 because I want to see if 2024 was a one-off for South Carolina. I really want to see that because I think it is. But if not, if they do what they did last season, I think they'll be in my top 5. That's why I got them as an honorable mention. So if I was doing 6 teams, South Carolina would be my 6th team. Or if I was doing 10, South Carolina would be number 6. But since I'm only doing 5, I'm giving them an honorable mention. Okay? So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But until then, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.